guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hallie if you guys are new here. Today I'm going to be doing my Q&A. I asked on Instagram if you guys had any questions for me about literally anything, and I got a lot of like motherhood type questions. I'm going to answer those for you guys today. I had high hopes for this video. I wanted to turn off all the lights in my house, turn on my Christmas lights, make something warm to drink, and just make it so cozy and like intimate while I have a baby. And my baby only naps in the car. It's 11 o'clock. I have tried to do laundry today. I have tried to do my makeup today. I have tried to do literally everything to be a productive human being. And she's so fussy, so we're taking a car ride to get her to take a nap. It's like the only way she'll take a nap. So I'm going to turn on Moana for a little bit, drive around, and after she falls asleep, I'm probably gonna go park somewhere and answer your guys' questions. So I hope you guys are okay with this random Q&A in my car setup. But that's what we are going to do, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Hey guys, so I know in the last clip I said that I was probably going to go park somewhere to film this video, and I had full intentions to do that, but then every single like park I went to had like people there, and it's raining outside, so I just didn't want to film around people. So I'm back at my house. It's not the cozy Christmas vibes I wanted for this Q&A, but that's completely fine. Did you wake up? You want to join mom? You want to join mom? Hey guys, I'm currently editing this video. I'm being quiet because Magnolia is sleeping on me. I realized that in this video she sounds like she's coughing a lot. If you guys don't have babies, they do this around this age. It's her way of like talking or communicating. She's not sick or anything. She's completely fine. I was editing this and realized that if you guys didn't know, that would be kind of scary, because when she started doing it, it scared me. I thought she was sick or something. That's just her talking to you guys, and she's saying hey. Hey guys, we are ready for our Q&A. Magnolia is joining me, and we've got our cozy little blanket that we're cuddled under, and we're gonna answer some questions that you guys have asked. I have my phone right here. I've screenshotted a bunch of questions that I got asked, got DM'd some questions, and so we're just gonna get into it. We'll just start at the beginning. The first question I have is, do I plan on having more babies? The answer to that is probably one. I know if some of you guys are like originals from my channel, like you've been here from the beginning, you'll be like, oh, but you said you didn't want any more kids. Do I want more? We're on question 13, if anybody cares. Do I want more kids? No, I don't. I want this baby to be my only baby, and after I have this baby, I would really appreciate if nobody asked me when the next baby's coming, because I don't want another one. I mean, obviously that might change like later down the road because I'm like only 20, but as of right now, and unless someone like convinces me to have another kid, like I don't want any more. The answer to that is I would be completely fine just having one, but when I sit and think about it, I know that I want her to probably have a sibling one day, and it'll be easier with two because when they get a little bit bigger, they can play with each other. And I think it would be fun to see her as a big sister to a little brother or sister. So probably just one more. I do not enjoy being pregnant. I hated being pregnant, actually, if I'm being completely honest. I never felt glowing or like, I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm creating life, like there's life inside of me. I was just miserable. So, not very happy at the moment. I hated gaining weight. I wanted to show you my postpartum belly. It's going pretty well. I gained 62 pounds while I was pregnant. I got pregnant and I was 119 pounds, and when I gave birth, I was 182. I've lost a little over 30 pounds. I weighed like 149 today at the doctor's office. I hated not being able to go do stuff with my friends because I did get pregnant at 19, so that had something to do with it. You know, like my friends were like out doing stuff and I was pregnant. That was really hard for me to deal with, but I will probably have one more child so that she has a sibling to play with. The next question is, what are some of my Christmas traditions? So currently I'm trying to come up with some traditions to do with Magnolia. I would like to get her an elf on the shelf. My mom actually said that she will send me like our old elf on the shelf from like my little brother, because he's like, he doesn't like use it anymore because he's bigger. But I'll probably start that with her. We'll open presents on Christmas Eve. I have given her her Christmas Eve present already, but I'm gonna rewrap it and let her open it on Christmas Eve because I mean she's probably not even gonna know. And then just like little things, like I want to bake cookies with her. I want her to help me decorate the tree. I mean, this year she like helped me. She like hung out with me the whole time. We sung Christmas songs and that type of thing. I have the tree put together now, and I have not ever put a tree together by myself, and I did not know that you have to fluff them, so now I have to fluff the tree. It took me like an hour to put this tree together because I do not understand directions, but just a little update. So, taking a break to feed Magnolia, but I just put the Christmas lights on the tree by myself, and that was one of the hardest things I've had to do, like physically by myself. But I am a stay-at-home mom, so like if you guys have any traditions you guys like to do with your kids, please leave them in the comments down below. I would just like to keep building traditions with her, and obviously as her personality develops, I will base some of our activities off of that so that she enjoys them. Just because I enjoy doing something doesn't mean that she enjoys it, so I'm going to try to build traditions and activities off of how her personality develops, if that makes any sense. Oh, she just spit up all over me. Okay, the next question is, what advice would you give to new moms? Absolutely nobody knows what they're doing. If you're a first-time mom, you've never had a baby before. Like, you're gonna be confused on some stuff, but everybody who has a baby was a first-time mom at one point, and every single person is different. So why would every single baby not be different? Every single baby has different needs. They have different things that they need you to do. Like, my baby had acid reflux, and that was a learning curve for me. We went through a process of trying different medicines and different formulas. 4 percentile for weight, and that's because I've said before on here, because I want to be really honest with you guys, she does have acid reflux, and we found out today that she has reflux disease, so she's being put on like reflux medicine for that, and we're going to switch her formula for the 3rd time. So we're just getting everything with her worked out. It's really stressful because she was really small, and when I would like take her monthly updates, I would realize how small she was, especially because I know a couple of people who have recently had babies, and she was a very thin baby for a while. I mean, she was very healthy. The doctor said like everything was fine with her. She just wasn't gaining weight as fast as other babies did, but she has outgrown that. Literally, I just stopped giving her medicine and she outgrew it, and now she has gained quite a bit of weight. She's a chunky little baby now, and it's fine, but every baby has something. So, I mean, just my advice to new moms is like, learn what is good for you and your baby, because every single baby's different. I'm fully aware that if I have a second child, that baby could be 100% different than Magnolia, just like I am completely different than all 4 of my siblings. Like, nobody's the same, and if you're struggling with something, you can ask your pediatrician, your mom, you can ask Google, you can read parenting books, but I think the best advice is to follow your motherly intuition, because you grew that baby, your body was their home for 9 months while they were becoming a little person, and I truly think that mother's instinct is best. You know what's best for your baby, and just go with that. And if you receive my other tip is, if you receive judgment from other people, just ignore it, because they didn't grow that baby. They don't really know you that well. Even if they're a family member or a close friend, they don't know the bond that you have with that baby. They're not with that baby all the time. Take judgment with a grain of salt and just nod and say okay and move on, because they're judging from an outsider's perspective. They're not the one raising that baby. Okay, this next one is, do you enjoy motherhood? Yes and no. I would like to be completely honest about this one. I absolutely love staying home with her. I love taking care of her. I love being a mom. The parts of motherhood that aren't so glamorous, that aren't so fun, is sleeping. Even if she's asleep, sometimes I can't sleep. At the beginning, the first 6 weeks, you wake them up every 3 hours to feed them. And this week, honestly, has been probably the hardest, just because of sleep. Obviously, we're like getting sleep and stuff, but it's just kind of like the 3rd week of only sleeping for like an hour or 2 at a time. It's just kind of like starting to take a toll. And so that kind of leads into the fact that this is the week that my house has been the absolute messiest that it's ever been. And my body just kind of got used to like never sleeping, so my sleeping habits still aren't the best. that's a part of motherhood that everybody's like, oh, you're not gonna sleep, oh, you're not gonna sleep. For me, it wasn't miserable because like I don't really sleep a lot anyways, but I didn't know that when she outgrew that, I still wasn't going to sleep. But my sleep schedule is still not where it should be. I'm definitely not sleeping enough. So that's just like, yes, I love being a mom, but there are parts of motherhood that aren't fun. And if people tell you motherhood is glorious and it's the best thing that's ever happened to them, that could be true, but there are still things that aren't fun. Like, I just got spit up on a second ago. That's not fun. Spit up's gross. Okay, and then what is my favorite part about it? So my favorite part about motherhood actually happens every single night and every single morning. So we co-sleep with her, and to go to sleep, I will like big spoon her, and then Kyle will cuddle me, and we're just all like laying there like all snuggled up together. And I just absolutely love like having both of them so close, and just like her like being with us. And then in the mornings, it's the same thing. When she wakes up, I'll cuddle her when she wakes up, so she wakes up to some cuddles. And same with Kyle, we'll all just be cuddling there together. I don't want you guys to think that we don't safe co-sleep, because I do cuddle her to get her to sleep, but then I move her to a safer part of the bed. I don't cuddle her the whole night. We do safe co-sleep, but for her to go to sleep, I do like big spoon her until she's fast asleep, and it just makes me feel so close to her. Sorry if my angle keeps changing. I am filming this with a baby. Okay, this one's kind of funny. It says, what is your biggest pet peeve that Kyle does? And this person said, my husband complains about my driving. So my boyfriend does complain about my driving too. I'm not the best driver, I'm not the worst driver, just I don't like to do it. But my biggest pet peeve, it's not like a pet peeve, I just don't understand it. If you guys have boyfriends or husbands or significant others that play video games, I just don't understand how you can sit there and play video games for hours and hours and hours. Like, I can do stuff for hours. Like, I will film, I will edit, I will make thumbnails. I can have a full day worth of taking pictures and not get bored of it. I understand people have different interests. I just have never understood playing video games that long, but maybe I've never like played a video game that I super love or something. But there's definitely like a video game community that I just don't understand. But I mean, that's what he likes to do, and he does that in his free time, just like I do this in my free time, and I respect that. I just don't get it. I don't get video games. Okay, the next question is, what are some of your favorite TV shows to watch? So this just varies on what time of the year you ask me. I do watch a lot of different TV shows. I like Survivor. I like to watch Survivor a lot. I've seen most of the seasons. They're on Amazon Prime, and then they just added 2 seasons to Netflix, except both of those seasons are on Amazon Prime as well. But if you guys haven't watched season 28, that's the last season I just watched, it is on Netflix, and it's really good. It's a really, really good season. I really enjoy Survivor. They're all really good. There's so many seasons. If you guys are looking for something to seriously binge watch that. I'm currently rewatching The Walking Dead. I really like that show. Some just really good shows that I've liked for a long time: Schitt's Creek, The Good Place. Friends is like my all-time favorite show, except it's not on a streaming service right now, which sucks. I like most TV shows, I'm gonna be honest. Like, oh, the Dead to Me that was on Netflix was really good. I think there's 2 seasons of that. I don't know, I don't have like any like super favorites besides Friends and Survivor. Those are probably like my 2 like top favorites, and then other shows that I stumble upon I just think that are good. Like right after I had her, when I was like 1 month postpartum or something like that, I did binge watch Heart of Dixie. That show was really good, and it was a good show to watch when she was a newborn, when she was sleeping all the time, but I was too tired to like do anything else. The next question is, what were your thoughts when you first found out you were pregnant? I was like, oh, and then insert any 4-letter cuss word you want to. I was shocked. I really just thought that my period was late. I didn't think I was pregnant. I was completely taken back by it. I did not expect the test to be positive. I was still in denial. I went to the doctor the next day to confirm it, and I told Kyle, I was like, I'm just gonna go so they tell me it was like a false positive or something. And I ended up actually being pregnant, and it was completely fine. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom. I just didn't think I'd get pregnant at 19, but you know, it's whatever, it's fine. It was just very shocking. I cried, but I cried more out of just like oh my god, I'm pregnant. Not because I was mad, not because I was happy, just because I was like, damn, like I'm actually pregnant. Do I like to live in Springfield, and tell us why? So I live in Springfield, Missouri. I've lived here since I was 19. I like it, yes and no. So I like living here. There's a lot of stuff to do. I think if I stay here, I would want to move to a surrounding city. There's like 3 or 4 cities that are like 10 minutes from Springfield, but they're still like, they're bigger towns, but Springfield's so close. I don't want to raise her in Springfield forever. Most definitely, it's definitely I describe it as a typical college town. There's lots of fast food restaurants. There's lots of places to go party, but the schools here are really big. I would not ever send her to a Springfield public school. I would want to move like a little bit out of the city, but I don't think we'll stay in Springfield forever or the surrounding area. But I like it, and if you're young, don't have like a child, I would definitely recommend living here. It's awesome. And I do like living here with her. It's just if we stay here, I don't want to live like in Springfield, if that makes any sense. What did you like about living in a small town? If you guys are new here, if this is your first video watching, I am from an itty bitty teeny tiny small town in Missouri. I liked having my family close. I liked the fact that I didn't have to worry about strangers because I knew every single person who lived in that town basically. There is the family aspect of it. There's the safety aspect of it. If I go to Tipton and needed somebody to watch Magnolia, there are so many people I would trust to watch her because I have a lot of family there. I have a lot of family friends. I have a lot of friends who are like family. And so that aspect of it is nice. And the last question is, why did you choose to be a stay-at-home mom? So I didn't. I actually did not choose to be a stay-at-home mom. The virus actually kind of chose that for me. Again, if you're new, I was going to school at Paul Mitchell to be a barber. Got to say like when I went to school and stuff because I literally got there like 10 minutes before, and so like I felt really rushed, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go inside. But I'm on my lunch break now, and I'm gonna run some errands on my lunch break instead of like just clocking, because we have to clock out for lunch anyways. Oh, alright guys, it's after school. I just got gas and now I'm headed home for the day. And I wanted to do hair. I was supposed to graduate before I had her. When the virus hit in March, I took a leave from school because I was like, this will probably only last a couple of weeks. It's still going on. After about 3 months of being on leave, they told me that my leave was about to expire and I either had to re-enroll or drop out. So I decided to drop out because I had nobody to watch Magnolia, and I didn't want to leave her. I actually loved being a stay-at-home mom. I love staying home with her. And I would like to finish school one day, but as of right now, I want to be a stay-at-home mom with her as long as possible. And if you guys don't have any kids, daycare is so expensive to the point to where if I did go back to work right now and we put her in daycare, almost my entire paycheck would be going to pay for daycare. And to me and Kyle, it makes a lot more sense for me to stay home and raise my baby than to go work all day long every single day to pay somebody else to do it and have almost nothing left over for us. It just made more sense to us to do it that way. I mean, I know everybody's situation is different and that's completely fine, but I did not choose the stay-at-home mom life. It just kind of fell upon me. The original plan was I was going to graduate, stay home with her for a couple months and get a job, and then let Kyle stay home with her. I wanted to gift him that because when I was in school, he worked for both of us. Because if you guys don't know anything about hair school, you go as much as a full-time job. And so I was going to school and he was working to support both of us. And then he has continued to do that. So with the virus happening, it made me upset that I couldn't go to work and let him stay home with her. But it turns out that this works out better for us. Works out really well for me and my family. Being a stay-at-home mom is hard. I talk to a baby all day long, or my camera, like right now. I don't do a lot. I don't have a lot of mom friends because my friends are like young. My friends are young people that don't have babies yet. But it's completely fine. I absolutely love staying home with her. But yeah, being a stay-at-home mom, I actually think it's my true calling. I'm gonna be honest. I love it more
than any 9-to-5 job I could ever have. I would stay home with her for the rest of my life if I could. I absolutely love being home with her. Anyways, this video is getting kind of long. I hope that you guys got the answers to the questions you were looking for. But if you guys like my channel, make sure you give it a like. Giving my channel a like really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. Leave me a comment. If you have more questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer all of them. I created this channel to create a community of people. So if you guys have questions, leave them down below. I'd love to connect with you guys. If you want to connect further, my Instagram is right here on the screen. My DMs are always open and I post lots of stuff there with me and my baby. That's about it. Subscribe and say we'll see you tomorrow. Anyways, if you guys want more videos like this where it's like a real look into motherhood, give me some suggestions down below of stuff you would want to see. But yeah, guys, okay, I'm gonna go end this video and go play with her and give her some baby food. You want some baby food? All right, guys, thanks so much for watching and we appreciate all the love and support. All right, bye guys.